me just give you an insight. Can I say what I want to say? You know, when I started preaching, man, I had a lot of pressure. Because, you know, you're new. You try to do what the old preachers do because, you know, you want to do a good job. So when I started preaching, they told me how to preach. And so I would sing, preach, you know, well, come on. Because you always told you start slow and you build, you know. And so I did that. You know, I would start off like this, and then I said, and, you know, and they said, bring it on home. And I said, well, God is a good God. And come on. And I would work my way. And then they taught me, and they were really serious about this. This is how you preach. And I had a certain period of time, and you always would start slow. And then as you would build up, you would come to the end of your own sermon and say, well, now I want to bring it on home to you. Make sure you understand what I'm trying to say. I know God is able to do what no man can do for you. Can you say yes? I know when you're down and out and can't find your way, God will pick you up. Can you say yes? I know. Come on, can you say yes? He's able to pick you up when you're down. He's able to turn you around. Can you say, God is able? That's how I learned to preach. And if I didn't do that, they said, boy, you bored us today. I was committed to that system. It's amazing how you get so wrapped up and you get so focused and you get so engaged and you get so turned on to that whole way. Oh, man. And one day you wake up and you realize something. That's a way. That's a way of doing it. But that's not the only way. When God brings a new way to you, you can't push against it. Peter was pushing against the new way. Hey, Peter, you learned to sing, preach, but here's another way. Peter, listen, let me show you something. Peter said, no, I'm not changing. No, this is what I'm doing. You're not washing my feet. So he gets a warning. And I want you to hear this. Some of us are committed to one way. We've been one way for a long time. And the Holy Spirit says, hey, listen, that was fine for them. But you need to pause. You can't think this way any longer. I'm not against things preaching. I'm just using an illustration. For me, it was what I did all the time. I ran many revivals. That was my whole way of preaching for years. And then one day, the Holy Spirit said, try this way. And don't resist. Here's what Jesus warned him. He said this, unless I wash you, you have no part with me. If you don't change and make a new commitment, it's over. You will never advance. You will never go further. You will never become what you were designed to be. All because you're resistant. No is not the answer you can give. You can't keep saying no. You've got to come to this place of surrender. Here's what he said. Then Lord, Simon Peter replied, verse 9, not just my feet and my hands and my head as well. He came to a moment when he said, listen, tell you what, you can wash my feet. If it means that I lose, if it means that I don't get a chance to go with you, here are my feet. Wash my feet. Have you surrendered yet? What is your surrender date going to be? Is God just to wait around and hope? Well, Pastor Rick, I just can't be perfect. Welcome to the club. I don't know how to do it. There are things I like that aren't good. Welcome to the club. But it's about saying, today I surrender. And I want you to notice what he says. Peter goes on and says, hey, look, could you just Well, wash all of me then, Jesus. Just go ahead and give me a whole bath. He says, no, Peter, I don't need to wash all of you. I just need to wash a part of you. It's this part. I'm going after your lack of commitment to what you said. I'm going after modeling something for you because you need to change. You need to change, Peter. You need to change.